Tarpley Music in Fort Worth, Texas. And if you need to find us online, you can just hop to tarpleymusic.com. So I got a Martin guitar here. This is a signature series, and it's the 0010E Retro Joe Bonamassa. Okay, so this is basically it's from the Road series, for Martin Road series, and it is a shout out to the look of Joe Bonamassa's 1937 pre-war 0018, right? But it's kind of on an affordable Road series guitar, so it's still very, very giggable, but it's got a cool little Joe Bonamassa vibe to it, right? Which I think is really cool, especially if you're a fan, right? But, you know, from afar, it just looks like a cool old Martin, so that's kind of cool, right? But other than that, like, it's pretty standard, so let's go over that. So it is a spruce top. This is all sapele back and sides. That is satin. Now the next in the Road series it's a select hardwood, so it's still one of the good hardwoods. They're just not exactly sure which one. It might be what they have access to at that time, whether it's mahogany or if it's like who knows. So it is a select hardwood with a satin finish as well. And the profile they refer to as PA, I think it's like performing artist profile, but essentially it's just a very middle of the road just for almost every hand if you're going to be gigging on it, right? It's kind of the profile that's set up for it, and it's really comfy. Now they do really cool nickel open gear tuners on this, so you get a whole lot of old school Martin vibe on the tuners there, and then the inlays are old style 18 inlays as well. Now at this level of a guitar, it's pretty cool because you do get ebony fingerboard and an ebony bridge with it, 20 frets, and then the nut and the saddle is white tusk. So very gig worthy, right? Can take a beating and you can play a lot of gigs with it with a little cool of a spin on it where it's got the Joe Bonamassa kind of the retro look to it in the top. So very cool. And it does have a Martin E1 electronics in it as well. So it's got a standard tuner. That's a chromatic tuner that's right there. And it's a sound hole, right? So you've got a volume there and you've got a tone. And then you have two buttons underneath those two dials. One is to turn the tuner on and off, and then the other one is a phase switch. So maybe if you're getting some weird feedback or something, a lot of times you can hit that phase switch and it'll knock that out. So like I said, very giggable guitar. This is supposed to be a workhorse for a reason. So like, hey, let's take a really cool workhorse and kind of give a little bit of shout out to the 1937 Joe Bonamassa 0018. And then, of course, do a Road series in that same body shape, right? So it's very, very cool, and it's very comfortable to play. This is, I think, probably really could be geared towards your fingerstyle, folky kind of blues guy as well. But it plays anything. It strums very, very well. And so we're going to give the best representation of that as we can. So we're going to mic it up with the YouTube mic setup. We will go direct as well. And we're literally just going into a DI into the interface. We're not going to add any verb. We're not going to add anything. So we're just trying to give a fair representation of what the pickup sounds like going right into the interface. And then we'll have the mics, and then we'll actually do a segment where you'll get a combination of direct and the mic, so you kind of get aspect of all that. So you'll get three different variations of the sound production from that, right? And then to separate that just a little bit more, I will do a segment that's just fingerstyle, so you can just kind of hear a very toned down version of the guitar with fingerstyle, and of course then we'll use some pick and pick away. All right, so we've heard the guitar on its own, but of course I want to know what it'd sound like if I played with a rhythm section. So, hit it, boys! Hey, Joe. He's not watching. Anyway, the point is, this is a really cool road series in the sense of you still get that price point of something that's giggable and that you can just, it's a workhorse, right? But then it's got a little bit cool vibe of how it looks. And I know if I was a really, which I'm not, if I was a really bluesy singer or a really cool like folk type guy or was doing solo gigs with something, this is something I would really look into. Because it's not astronomical price for a Joe Bonamassa replica, right? It's just a cool road series that's got a little bit of hint and moj from that, right? So to me, that's really, really cool. So to me, that would be the customer. But the real truth is that you can sit and strum this thing and write on it all day long. It's very comfortable to play. Of course, these, the 14th fret's where it hits the body. And really, male, female, even child, right? This is pretty comfortable guitar body shape for that. So I really think it's a pretty open, open customer base, right? Could be someone who's like, well, I've got dreadnoughts and jumbos and a lot of cool, really strummy guitars. I want something that could be a really focused mid so that I can do really cool fingerstyle work. Then this would be like yet another part of your guitar arsenal, right? And so you can get another vibe. So there's a lot of different reasons why this might be something you would look at. And so, and then someone who's very familiar with the Martin Double Aught series, I know a lot of guys who will literally, they have a lot of the same model just because of, from a, collecting standpoint. So anyway, so I don't know, this is really cool. Anyway, what's y'all's feedback on this thing? It's just really what it comes down to, right? Is what kind of vibe you guys got from it. I'm always curious to go back and listen to it when editing the audio and see how it if it sounds different from when I was in the room playing it at the time. Sound is an amazing thing because it can change like that. So, but it's just really cool. Classic tortoiseshell. I mean, it's just got a whole lot of old school vibe to it, which I dig because I'm old, so it kind of works. And so we like that around here. Anyway, so hey, give us some comments and feedbacks, and of course, subscribe to us if you haven't. If you liked this particular video, a like is extremely helpful. And we do have a lot of other Martin videos as well. So if you subscribe, go to the channel, and then you can go down the rabbit hole of Martins. We've done quite a few Martin videos as well as we're growing. And we are dropping videos every week. And so I know if you're like me, you're subscribed to 1 million people. So I want to know when another video drops. And so just hit that turn on notifications button. And then hopefully we will see you on the next one.